Yo guys, what's up? I hope all of you have been doing amazing, and in today's episode we've got our biggest mod yet for the Prelude. So as you know, this car's going to spend a bit of its life on the track, and guess what that means?
What do you mean?
We need lots of grip. So as you guys know, in the first episode of Castles Christ, I got these wheels, which were a big upgrade on the standard wheels because they actually had some tires on them which weren't flat. But these just really aren't to my liking at all. So I got something just a little bit better. So without further ado, I'll show you the rims that I got, and I'm so excited about them. Look how nice these rims are.
I'm gonna come.
What? My girlfriend does like that.
We don't care.
As I was saying, how good do these rims look? I'm so happy with these, and I got them for a pretty good price of $580 for this set. Yes, they are reps, but honestly, you can spend like $2,000 plus on some good rims that are actually real, and I'm not spending 20% of my budget for this car just on rims.
You're wrong!
Also, another thing about these rims are their 4x100 stud pattern, while the car's actually 4x100, 14x3. So I will have to get some spacer adapters for the car, but honestly, like that's pretty chill. I'll get a pretty good wheel offset because of that. But one thing these rims need are tires. So without further ado, let's get some tires on these bad boys. Alright guys, so these are the tires that I got on these wheels. They're the Hankook RS4s. So these set of 4 tires are 195 45 15s. So if you're thinking about tracking a car, these are actually a really good choice. So the RS4s have a really grippy compound and pretty stiff sidewalls, which makes them great for handling and consistent under high heat, which it's going to be at the track. And they're not just for one hot lap, they stay reliable over a full session. So I paid $600 for the full set, fitted and balanced, for a tire that performs well on track, and that's pretty decent value, especially on this budget build. So if you guys are looking for a budget-friendly tire that can handle the spirited driving and track days without failing part, these tires are worth checking out. So as you guys can see in the back of this video, this is what getting your tires fitted and balanced looks like. And I just want to give a massive shout out to the guy that put these on, because he's actually such a nice guy. I wish I got his name, but yeah, just shout out to him. And now boom, they're completely fitted and balanced now. Oh my days, look how good these things look. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I can't wait to get these on the car. So these are how the wheels and tires look like, which I think they look absolutely amazing. So as you saw in the video earlier as well fitting them, these are Hankook RS4s, which are probably the cheapest and best track tire we can get, and they'll be able to last a lot of time. As well, they are street legal, so I can drive these on the road. However, in wet conditions, I might have some difficulties. Let's put these on the rears, adjust the height, and let's see how they look. Alright guys, what I'm going to be putting on are spacer adapters, which are 25mm thick, so they're pretty secure, but they're not the same hub size as my car. So I will be getting hub-centric rings in the future, which will just make everything more secure. However, I'm not going to be driving on the road anytime soon, so it's fine for now. I'll just put them on later. But definitely put them on your car if you're running spacers, as they are unsafe if you're not running the same hub size. Alright, let's see how it looks. I tell you what, that's not bad without any adjustments. So that's the rear, and this is the front. But let's just check the other side. Okay, that looks a little bit bigger, and yeah, same with that one. But honestly, bro, this car's gonna look so sick when it's all done. Alright guys, before I show you the full fitment of this car and how good it looks, I just want to thank all of you guys for your patience in this series, as it's been a while since I've uploaded last on a real big change to this car. I really wanted to wrap this around this time of the year, but with this weather being so wet and cold, why is there a helicopter? But with this weather being always rainy and cold, the wrap just does not work in these conditions, as I don't have an inside place to do it. So I'm just gonna have to wait until later in the year to fully finish the wrap, so sorry about that. With that out the way, let me show you guys how good this thing looks. Oh yeah, bro. So this is what the fitment on the rears looks like at the moment. As you can see, it's almost perfect. I just need to get the fenders rolled, because at the moment I went for a little test drive and there is rubbing a bit on the wheels,
but I don't want to raise up any higher because then it'll look like a rally car. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fender roll these in the future, and then it's going to be mad. And then same thing for the front. So these ones didn't rub that much, but they still did a tiny bit. So yeah, it's going to need to be fender rolled. So I'm so happy with the fitment. It's a plus 15 overall, and it's like pretty much flush. So it can't get defected for poking out at all. So I'm pretty happy with that. All right guys, the new wheels and tires are on and they feel amazing. And on the short drive I did, the grip felt amazing with these new semi-slicks. But it got me thinking, when you swap your wheels and tires, the whole direction of your car changes. How the car moves and how it handles changes completely. And I feel that's the exact same thing as our walk with God. Ezekiel 36:26 says, I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit in you. I will remove you from your heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh. And that's the Old Testament way of saying, God doesn't just upgrade us, He transforms us. He gives us a new heart, a new walk, and traction for a life with Him. So if you've been feeling off, either spiritually or emotionally, physically, or just flat like my old rims and tires, I recommend Jesus. Because He will swap out the old you, which was worn down, with a new version of you, which will just be so much better. All right, that's the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I encourage you to subscribe and like, as it really helps me out as a small channel. But keep reading the Bible, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next episode of Cast Plus Christ. Oh yeah, we got this bad boy.